Good morning, guys. We're back with another video where we are boat spotting, checking out the boats that are on the water. We're on the intercoastal and a little bit of a calm Sunday. Uh, a couple boats here and there. I would say a lot less boats than I would have thought, but I guess today is Super Bowl Sunday, so I mean, the weather is nice. The weather is perfect. But check out this. It's a bow rider, Regal. Looks like a 24, 26. Very nice boat. Cruising for the family. And behind him, you have this jet ski. What's interesting is I'm seeing a lot of like these dual consoles today, and of course a lot of police activity. But yeah, it's like a dual console bow rider outboard. Very nice boat. A little bimini top. But you also have the jet skis out, and you have the cops out. So I think this jet ski is the one that's creating wake, which 100% you could get pulled over because of this. It's a no wake zone. And he's coming in hot, like slow down, sir. Another dual console or bow rider. Well, no, that's a deck boat. This is a Tahoe. You can tell it's a deck boat from how the bow looks. The bow is very, 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 very it's like a platform, like a deck. 19 feet. Mercury. Let me guess, 115. No, 150. 119 foot. Nicely powered. Well, like I said, you got a lot of cops out here. You got a sheriff right here. And they have, some nice go-fast center consoles, dual engines, or no, that's trips. And of course, wouldn't be a Sunday if you didn't have nice Trump 2024 boat. But it's still South Florida, so we got our luxury yachts. It's a small yacht. Let's take the yacht out, honey. I cannot see the brand, but I was looking online on some yachts yesterday. Please, can't afford a yacht, but I was looking on these boats that were trophies, and trophy is Bayliner, of course, and you guys know how I feel about. So hey, look, it's a trophy, but I was looking on the brand trophy, which is a Bayliner, but the boats that they had like a T29 yacht, and it was from the Miami International Boat Show, like a little weekend yacht, like cruiser for the family type of a thing, under that brand trophy. And the number one comment was, "Oh my God, run so far away from anything named Bayliner." I was laughing because this goes to show you that people, they're so caught up with a name, right? The funny part about all of that is that yes, it does have the Bayliner name, which is Brunswick, but Brunswick owns a company called Quicksilver. Quicksilver is their sister company. It's like a subsidiary. I understand that because I work for a subsidiary of a larger corporation, a publicly traded corporation. And Quicksilver boats are built in Poland, right? So All that it is that Brunswick came in. Brunswick saw. I'll wait till the plane pass. Yeah, all that is that Brunswick came in and saw what Quicksilver, the company, was doing and built, right? They built these boats in Poland for overnight weekend trips. And Brunswick bought the company. And Brunswick said, ooh, this would do well in America. This would do well in the US market. We're going to slap the name Trophy on it because Trophy has a premium feel. People trust the name Trophy. And it'll be in essence, a Bayliner Trophy T29. Of course, like I said, top comment is, oh, anything Bayliner, throw it away. Run as fast as you can away from anything Bayliner. Not knowing that, sir, this is a Quicksilver boat. It's built in Poland. It's built to the highest standards. They're fiberglass, the quality, it's no different from a Boston Whaler. The fixtures and the finishes, very similar to almost anything you'd find in Europe. Like the boat is more than a quality boat. It's like more than a quality boat. But because the name Bayliner is attached to it, this is not the 1980s anymore. Like since 2013, Bayliner or Brunswick has remarkably turned that company around, and the quality is so different today than it was 30 years ago. So I think that's the problem. People need to become educated and realize now that it's not the same. It's not the same. Things are not the same as they used to be. But that was funny to me. The person who made the video, he's like a big YouTuber. I think he knows because he said something similar to that effect. That it's not a Bayliner boat. It's actually like a different company. But the company's name is Quicksilver, and you guys can look it up. They're still around. It's Quicksilver Boats, same company that I believe makes like sporting clothes type of a thing. They also make boats. And Brunswick owns them. So that was funny to me. But why am I looking on luxury yachts? Well, I've been looking on a lot of different things. Been looking on why is it that Alibaba boats are so affordable, right? And I found out two things. One is they don't use as much fiberglass as we use here. They use a lot of aluminum. And then I was trying to figure out, well, who's in the market for aluminum boats? Because, you're not going to have a nice, quiet ride with an aluminum boat. It's metal on water. And I realized what I've been finding out is that a lot of commercial companies use aluminum boats, yes. But in Australia, there's a very large market for aluminum boats. And what's funny is people didn't necessarily like aluminum to build boats because they preferred fiberglass, because fiberglass you can mold it into anything that you want it to look like, right? But this is 2025, meaning we have the technology and the tools to shape an aluminum boat into looking exactly like a fiberglass boat, and it comes in at a quarter of the price, right? Because a big part of why fiberglass boats are so expensive is because of the mold, right? To make the mold. And so companies even like Brunswick or Boston Whaler, they'll make one mold and then they'll use that one mold for like 7 to 10 years and they'll just change different fit and finishes and call it a new boat every year. Whereas, somewhere like China, they are making aluminum boats Uh, Similar design. I would say slightly better performance, or you could get away with a smaller engine to get similar performance to a fiberglass boat because they're much lightweight and they're costing a quarter of the price. Would that do well in America? I don't know. It's yet to be determined. I think we are very, 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 very committed to fiberglass boats here. And you know what? Buy America, build America, right? So unless or until you have some of those same technologies adopted by companies that are American, I don't necessarily see, in the pleasure boat market, I don't necessarily see aluminum boats taking off here. So again, that's just a little bit of going down the rabbit hole and looking at Alibaba, you know, a boat that size, right? A boat this size, which is approximately like a 27-foot boat. You can buy all made aluminum in Dubai or in China for $15,000. Whereas here, just the boat without the engines is $70,000. Slap the engines on, it's $120,000, $130,000, right? Same thing for this, right? In China, you can buy this boat, which is similar 27 to 30 foot boat, for $30,000, $35,000. But again, it's made out of aluminum. If you make it out of fiberglass here, 70 to 100,000 just for the boat. You slap two engines on, 150, 200. So they're definitely doing something different in China, and I was very, very curious to know. And you don't see them here because, of course, you know, the cost to ship and import would be very pricey on something like that. The Intrepid. So until you have a company that's willing to take on that cost, or get some type of government subsidy, you're not gonna see many Chinese boats here. Even though, you know, like I said, China makes everything else. I'd love to see some of these American companies start, you know, copying what China does. If you want to make boats affordable, you could, you know, if somebody's watching this video and they're inspired by these boats, some of these beautiful boats that we have here, start a company and make aluminum boats in America, and I trust you will make a killing, because you can come in at half the price, and I'm sure you'll have buyers who will be possibly interested. But for now, we will stick to our fiberglass. The other thing that I was looking up to as well is the plastic boats, which I found out the limitations on those is that you cannot make a very large plastic boat. Structurally, it's not sound. So I think the largest that you'll find is like, you know, some 20-foot plastic boats. They do go higher, but once they go higher, they're not all plastic. Then they become, you know, additional materials, different composite materials that they're using to. I know a lot of there's some commercial boats that have plastic hulls. And I think even Alfred Montaner did a video on a military boat, which was a plastic hull with a rib around it, a rigid inflatable around those boats. But another market that I think is untapped here, like I said, everything is fiberglass here, and I think that there is a space for, you know, innovation in the American markets for plastic hull boats. Again, most people are gonna disagree with me, but you see the revolution taking over with just kayaks, right? Back in the 80s, everyone had an aluminum John boat or a wooden John boat, and then it went to aluminum John boats, and then now nobody's really buying a John boat anymore, or if they are, they're now plastic, or people are buying kayaks as their first boat, which are all plastic. So the revolution is slowly taking over in the like the kayaking market type of a thing. But for the small pleasure boats, it's all fiberglass right now. And again, I will give fiberglass its glory of being able to be molded into any shape that you want. So when you look on something like this, it's just absolutely beautiful, right? Like, this is a gorgeous boat. It's all fiberglass because you can create the designs in CAD, and you can actually make any curve or corner that you want. Not so much yet with aluminum, but they're getting there. They're definitely getting there. So, super cool yacht. I think that should be the thumbnail. If you are still watching this video, I didn't realize it's been 16 minutes. I am sweating, and you can see there's a lot of activity on the water. Super Bowl Sunday. Chiefs versus Eagles. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. And thank you guys for watching. You're having fun, sir. I think it's time for me to go home and go and watch the Super Bowl. I'll zoom out and show you how far I'm shooting from. All right. Thank you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.